Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Fallen here for Sputnik Entertainment. Now you haven't seen this face for quite a little bit. We've been doing a lot of screen recording videos, but I just wanted to mix things up and have my chat with you guys what I think about the GoPro Hero 7 Black Edition. Now, I've been out of the GoPro scene for a number of years. The last GoPro before this one I have owned was GoPro. I want to keep calling it Gear Pro. GoPro Hero 5. That's what I had before that. Before that, I believe I had a 4. Either a 3 or, no, yeah, a 4. So that was the big thing, is that change between those iterations. I think I'm getting it right. If you guys think I'm mixing something up, let me know. So I've been playing with it for the past couple of weeks. I don't have any footage to show you. This is more of a conversation piece, but I do plan on making some more videos with you guys about talking about the GoPro, and I want to let you guys know what I think about it. So first of all, the design hasn't truly changed, and this is why a lot of accessories from Hero 5 up to 7 Black are compatible with each other. Now they changed some things in the 8, that like internal stabilization, and a lot of gimbals are not supported, especially the GoPro Karma gimbal. That's one of the main reasons why I got the 7 instead of the 8, is that I can use the Karma, although I do plan on purchasing the 8 in the near future. What do I think? One of the biggest things I don't like about it is that the app connection takes a lot longer. Now, once again, it's been quite some time since I've played around with GoPros, but how hard and how unstable the connection is a lot of times is very frustrating. Before, you would connect very quickly and be able to control your GoPro from your smartphone. So you just use the GoPro app and there you go. So that's the first thing. Another thing though I do like about it is that you can do a live streaming, and that's another thing that made me purchase a GoPro, the later generation, is that I can start doing live streams with you guys, especially using the scooter that is behind the camera. We can go on rides and we can have some chats, especially for the vlogging channel, because I always feel like I'm rambling for 40 minutes and nobody wants to watch that. But live streams will allow us to just hang out and have a nice old chat. So, live streaming is a very cool functioning, and another nice part about it, it's not that it just supports Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, is that if you want to use your own source code, you can set it up. So to some extent, if any of those sites ever go away, you just have an icon of them and you can just use your own service. I've been kind of experimenting with live streaming before a lot of these sites have came around, and there's lots of cool things when you can do when you have the flexibility of hosting your own server. So that's another thing that I like. As for design, I think that they've been cutting back on the strength of the material. Now, I just picked up another one today. I exchanged it because I managed to drop it after 2 weeks. Now, the problem with it is that the shell of the GoPro, the newer generations, doesn't protect certain parts of it. Yes, it allows you to have all sorts of interesting accessories, but it still allows a lot of weak spots. Now, I feel like the GoPro in the newer generations is made out of cheaper materials than it was made before. I have previously dropped my 3 and 4s plenty of times, and nothing like that has ever happened, that I got a dink on the side of the GoPro. It made me feel very sad because I had it for like 2 weeks, and luckily enough, lovely folks at B&H decided to return it and do an exchange. This video is not sponsored by B&H, but I do a lot of my camera shopping through them. Great company, guys, if you want to check it out as an alternative for like Amazon or Best Buy for your electronics needs. So, that's another thing is that I don't like, is that I feel like it's a lot more fragile. The touchscreen is, I feel like, is a lot more fragile, the lens and the front screen. So, what do I think about that? As an action camera, you want it to be sturdy. You want it to like pretty much be able to throw out of the plane and not be destroyed. And I feel like I need to be a lot more gentle and careful with this iteration of GoPro. And let's just get into the kind of the main function of the GoPro is the footage, the photos and the videos. Now, like I said, I haven't used the photography feature of GoPros as often as I should, although I've taken a lot of pictures, and I feel like in some ways that the GoPro 7 hasn't really improved in its photography skills. It takes very nice fisheye photos, which is, of course, is known to have. Of course, you can edit it to make it not fisheye, but I feel like the sharpness and the clarity of these photos is not great. And I get it, GoPros are not meant to be a professional camera. That's something what I'm shooting on right now, a Sony mirrorless camera. It's not meant to do that. It's meant for you to take a snapshot if you're inside of a mountain to share with your friends. And another problem with it is that it shoots in JPEG. Now, of course, a lot of people are comfortable with using JPEGs. I prefer RAW files because it allows you a lot of post-production control. It allows you to do a lot more modifications without starting to do damage to the picture in face value. And as for video, I love the video. That's the one thing I'm gonna say, is that I love how beautiful and cinematic the GoPro video is. I think this is why I know that DJI tried to compete it with their action camera, but I don't think it's going to succeed. I think GoPro has truly narrowed down videos, and it doesn't mean you should just use it for action videos. I've shot some vlogs for the vlogging channel using the GoPro, and it's so nice. I hate to be a fanboy when it comes to it, but I just love how nice and beautiful all the video looks. Now, this is, like I said, this is not an official review of every single pixel that it comes when you're shooting on the GoPro. I definitely want to do some comparisons, some footage comparisons, especially compared to a DSLR. I'm going to throw the GoPro on top of a DSLR, and we're going to do a walk around the city, and you guys let me know what you guys think and which one you think looks nicer. So, what are my overall thoughts? I think that GoPro is starting to get to the point that they don't know what to do next. And there's a limit of how much you can do with a GoPro. Of course, with the GoPro Hero 8, they're adding all these different mods you can do, a second screen, a light, a microphone, and they don't even now need stabilizers because their internal video or internal stabilization seems to compensate for that. So it kind of becomes like a tiny DSLR, and now I know that they have internal lenses with that model. But I want to see what is going to make GoPro stay on top of their game. Are they going to go for 6K next? But what price is a 6K action camera is going to cost you? That's another thing, is that 6K is a very expensive technology. I mean, of course, a lot of GoPros are in 4K. They've been in 4K since 5, I believe. So 4K for GoPro has been a thing. That's why their videos are so cinematic and beautiful, because they've been around I'm sorry, ahead of that spectrum for a very long time. So what do you do next? And that's what I want to know. I know that they tried to experiment with 360 video, and I feel like there's other companies that do 360 a lot better. I know that there's the GoPro Max that tries to do that, but I'm not impressed. And I just want to know what the future of GoPro will be like. Of course, they haven't changed things up for the most part in a number of years. They haven't added too many crazy features externally. Like I said, GoPro Hero 8 is the one that for the first time they started doing mods. Now, does that mean this is just the start of their mod features? Or are they going to revert back to 7 style, that there is no mods pretty much, unless you're running things through like HDMI or USB-C? And that's where the interesting component of things comes in. Are you going backwards by removing the mods? And that's what I want to know. And it makes me a little bit concerned about the future of GoPro. I think with DSLRs, I'm not worried about kind of the modifications they're doing, because DSLRs are a whole different breed. They're supported by different accessories and stabilizers and lens and the whole industry that surrounds it. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about the GoPro, and especially the last few models of them? Like I said, I'm a huge GoPro fan. It's not like I am just using GoPros. If there is a different or a better action cam that's going to come around, I'll definitely play with it, and I'll do a side-by-side comparison of how different action cams do. I don't want to do videos of like cheap Chinese GoPro knockoffs and how they compare. I know that there's a bunch of YouTubers and online creators have done that before, and to some extent they're not varying that much, especially how cheap you can get a knockoff GoPro for. But yeah, let me know. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys kind of dealing with this kind of video. The main reason that I made this video is because it's late and I am working on a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I'm not quite ready to share with you guys. But thank you very much for showing all the love and support you guys do on these videos. You guys are amazing. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.